I've been trying to be more intentional with life, and I'm starting that by decluttering my entire house. I have a lot of stuff and I don't need it. I think it's easy for me to get distracted when I have a lot of stuff and a lot of clutter. I'm just gonna keep going probably. There goes back! I just cut bangs.
What? Who cut them? You cut them way too short, Rachel. That looks crazy. Oh, no. Oh, God. Look at that. I'm all stressed now. Gee, look at your hair. Good. My hair is a gleaming example of style.
Here's my little bang hair. I think it's kind of cute. I think it's kind of cute. Aww. Look how good it looks. Jeez. I think it's so cute. And Joe told me I look like the lead singer of a girl band. I just had a breakdown. Number one, definitely just because I'm PMSing, but I'm just really overwhelmed right now. I went camping last week. We went up north to Flagstaff. I live in basically a suburb. I live in a little neighborhood. Everything here is just like tan colored. Everything. The ground, every building, they all look the same. There's no culture and architecture. People don't talk to each other here at all. Like at all. No one says hi. It's just so not where I belong. And camping made me realize that so much. Like, I love my little house, but you know what I realized? Like, I lived in 2 high-rise apartments with a bunch of college kids for like 4 years, and I was sad to leave. It's not where you live, it's what you put into it, you know? I kind of want to do a puzzle, but it's 1,000 pieces, so I'd be here for 80 years. I also kind of want to declutter my closet. I think it would be good because I'm being brutally honest. Like, usually I struggle to declutter things because I think about it too much, but I think since everything is very black and white, I either love something or I don't. So I think I might go for it.
When you're physically decluttering, there's a certain amount of psychological decluttering that you're just gonna naturally do. You're confronted with these things that you've been hanging on to, that you're just like in this stagnant place with.
So I've come to the conclusion that I'm a little stuffy. Every time I'm in my bedroom, I get so stuffy, and I'm not sure why, but I do. Anyway, I've come to the conclusion that it is I've come to the conclusion that it's a good thing that I'm very black and white right now. Can I say that right? It's a very good thing that I'm very black and white right now in my decision making for decluttering, because then hopefully I won't have guilt. This is my journey of whatever I'm doing. I don't want to hinder that by putting my indecisiveness back on. I'm gonna do it. It's kind of starting to feel a little scary, but it's not scary. I'm not scared. I'm a big girl. I can do this. I'm just gonna take out the definite no's. I don't need to know why. I just want to get rid of it. I don't need to have a reason. The things that I have recently worn are dirty. Are clean over there and are clean in my dryer. So it's probably gonna make me nervous that it feels like I don't have any clothes, but all the ones that I usually wear are not here, so it doesn't really matter. I'm getting overwhelmed. I need to take a break. I want to go eat spaghetti. My spaghetti's on the stove. Recently I've been forgetting about things that are on the stove, so I'm not going to forget about it. And I'm feeling inspired because I made the decision to cook food, so I became this decision. Oh my gosh. And the hard thing is, I should make a checklist. Checklist. It's not going to be white. That's burning my eyeballs. So if it doesn't hit any of these components, not even one, it's gotta go. Let me go get my spaghetti. I'm going to put in here only things that I am obsessed with. I keep forgetting that nothing is permanent in life, and that really shakes me up. I always forget it. And also I just want to remind myself that I felt the same way about getting rid of clothes when I was in high school and middle school. And even freshman year of college. And I would absolutely never wear the things that I wore then. So, it's okay. Okay, looking at it right now, my closet, dude, that feels so good. It's like, you don't have to question it. That feels very refreshing right now. If I'm ever out and I see something that I like, my standards for taking that piece of clothing home will be so much higher because it has to fit the standard of coming into my closet of things that I love. This is what my closet looks like now. This is pretty much everything other than this laundry basket that I have to wash. Looks pretty good. At first, I was doing room by room, and now I'm just like bouncing back and forth doing random shit. So it's working. It's just like happening in a very odd fashion. Yanni, do you want to say hello? Yanni, want to say hello? Trying to cook dinner, and I'm like, oh, I have a whole bunch of my hair's just really, I look like Manny from the Ice Age. That's funny. Anyway, no one cares. I have a whole bunch of vegetables from the freezer that I need to use, and I was like, okay, who the fuck puts a whole zucchini? Like, and now how am I gonna cook this? Because I can't cut it, so. Are you looking at me like that? I struggle a lot with doing so many tasks at once, and also I start projects and I feel like I need to get them done in one day or in like a very small amount of time in a day. Something that I'm working on is accepting the fact that that is not always possible. Most of the time it's not possible. It is okay and severely normal for things to take several days or weeks. My house is a mess, all of it, every single room is a mess. It's normal and it's okay, and it takes a while to do things. Thank you, and good night. there's a lot of projects going on at once here. I think the smartest thing to do is just to like finish off this room. I have some clean laundry again, beep boop, right there, that I need to put away. So that's gonna be good. And then I can just take the other stuff out and vacuum and stuff, so. Finished my bedroom. I'm feeling very emotional right now. I think it is a big deal to do things like this because our world is built on the basis of consumerism. It's so funny because I feel like I'm a minimalist and a maximalist at the same time. I used to have a weird, and I still honestly struggle with this, I used to have a weird perception of inanimate objects having feelings. I wouldn't be able to choose between different things because the one shirt that I wasn't picking would be sad. Like, I don't, like with literally all inanimate objects, I was like that. I think that definitely affected me because maybe I did like both, but in a lot of circumstances I knew what I wanted. And a lot of times my mom, I would pick something and then she'd be like, oh, are you sure that's the one you want? So then I would reevaluate whether that was the one I wanted or not, and then I wouldn't be able to decide, and usually it would just end up being us buying both, and then I would have more stuff. So there's a lot of guilt around material possessions, and I want to free myself from that. That's the whole purpose of me doing this. There's a lot of guilt also surrounding like the maybe pile, right? So it's like I'll put it away and then come back to it when I have another maybe pile to replace it. And the fact that it's in a box somewhere in a closet that I can't see but I know it's there, it holds a lot of energy that I don't want in my house or stored in the back of my brain. I feel like material possessions have overtaken my life in a way that I am more focused on material possessions rather than living my life, especially now that I'm getting older and I don't really know where I'm going to end up or where I'm going next or what I want to do next. And I don't want to have all this stuff that I need to deal with, especially all at once when I'm making big life decisions. I actually, this past year, I started donating the maybes, and it is an extremely freeing experience. I'm just really proud of myself for doing this because it is a big deal, and I've had guilt surrounding things like this my entire life. It feels very empty in my room. It's a weird thing to describe because it's like there's not a bunch of extra things that are placeholders that are making it look more lived in like usual, but it's just the things that I need, that I really like, and it's just a different environment to be in. We're making big strides here. It's a really big deal. This is hard. It shouldn't be hard, but it is. We're changing it. We're changing the narrative.